Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is Tina and I welcome you to another one of my videos. If this is your first time on the channel, I make videos on job readiness, employment and workplace skills, lessons in English, business ventures, and many others. Consider subscribing by clicking on the red subscribe button below together with the notification bell. Today I am going to talk about behavioral interview questions. Join me in this video to wow your interviewers in your next lined-up interview. Here in Hosted by Tina. Balik tayo ngayon sa job interview, guys. Ang isa sa mga pinaghahandaang interview questions ngayon ay yung mga behavioral interview questions. Ang mga ganitong klase ng interview questions ay sadyang i-design at itinatanong sa mga job applicants to measure the expanse or yung lawak ng kanilang experience at ideas sa isang sitwasyon o sa isang nakaraang karanasan. Experts in human resource selection and screening believe that by asking behavioral questions, the applicants would reveal kung paano niyang kinaharap ang mga significant instances sa buhay niya bilang empleyado. Siguro nung mga nakaraang taon o mga nakaraang employers niya. Naniniwala sila that the applicants' past decisions, tendencies, responses, and thought processes would actually determine his or her future performance. Oo nga naman, kung makakapasa ka at mapipili ka pagkatapos ng hiring process nila, kailangan muna nilang makasiguro na yung performance na gagawin mo once you are already in their company ay magiging kapaki-pakinabang for their company. And on your part, paano mo namang masisiguro na masasagot mo ng maayos at malalampasan mo ang mga behavioral interview questions na ito? Before we proceed to the sample questions and answers, let me direct your attention to one of the videos I made that talked about an effective way of answering behavioral questions like what we are talking about. Click on this overhead card to access that video na nagpapakita kung papaanong ginagamit ang STAR, that's S-T-A-R, sa pagsagot ng mga behavioral questions na kagaya ng inyong mga makikita. You could pause this video, watch that video first, and then come back to this video again to appreciate more what we are about to show you. Also, pag-usapan din muna natin kung ano yung isang intention o yung isang goal. Bakit sila nagtatanong ng mga ganitong klaseng behavioral interview question? These questions are intended to measure your uniqueness compared to other applicants. Analytical ka ba? Logical ka bang mag-isip? Comprehensive ka bang mag-present ng ideas? Open-minded ka ba? These are just some of the examples kung paano nyo makikita na kayo ay kakaiba sa ibang aplikante o pagdating dun sa mga aspects na yon like analytical thinking, comprehensive thinking, or logical presentation of ideas, mas nakakalamang kayo. That way, you could spell your uniqueness to your interviewers at that point in time. And through these types of interview questions, marami ring makikita na iba't iba pang mga aspeto ng inyong pag-iisip at diskarte, ika nga, ang inyong mga interviewers. Pwedeng pumasok dyan ang flexibility at pwede rin ang iba't iba pang virtues na nasa sa inyo hindi lang bilang isang aplikante kundi bilang isang tao. Now, here are 5 behavioral interview questions and answers na i-analyze natin kung ano ba talaga ang hinihingi ng mga tanong na to. We will also try to analyze the suggested answers para makita natin kung nasagot ba yung mga unspoken areas ng tanong na ibinigay sa inyo ng inyong interviewer. Stay tuned. I remember a time when I was offered a role that nobody dared accept for a long time. It involved making college instructors write their own lesson plans, which everyone in the department detested. I encouraged everyone to just write anything they can that would add to the previous day's write-up.
I accepted and praised each one for anything they've accomplished on a daily basis and offered a reward to the academics unit that could complete the task by the end of the term given for the entire project. The General Education Department had completed writing 75% of their first semester subjects. The Liberal Arts unit ended close at 71%. The rest finished at least 50% of the total subjects assigned to them. Those were high percentages by the end of the first of 4 terms.
And by the way, nagugustuhan nyo ba itong video na to so far? If you do, give it a thumbs up.
When I am faced with change, I quickly try to determine how it would deviate from my present situation, what course of action to take because of those changes, and what resources do I have to carry out the adjustment. I would try out several aspects that are likely to be affected and gauge how I could respond effectively. This is like a trial and error phase for me, so I would usually pace myself. As they say, it takes at least 30 days for an action to become a habit. I normally practice what I thought is the best course of action consistently until such time that I'm so used and comfortable doing it. There was a time when I got really offended by my boss's comment. I thought it over if it was something that I could just allow to pass, but soon I realized that it was affecting my performance, so I decided to ask for a meeting with her. I explained my purpose for my meeting request, expressed how a particular comment somewhat offended me, and asked things that I needed to improve to be a more effective member of the team. My boss gave me specific reasons and her observation of my working practice, gave me examples of how to properly do the tasks assigned to me, and assured me that after a month or 2, we will have another meeting to evaluate how I've been so far and how I could improve further. I find schedule interruptions really annoying, but then I would also try to find out how this interruption is a necessity for the business operations. I would also try to mentally go over what is needed to be done and if I can still finish what I am doing on time with this current interruption. If not, then I would report my progress to my supervisor and explain how the present interruption would impede in the current progress, just to keep him updated of what is going on with me and my tasks, and how I am planning to adjust my steps and my pace. If in the end the interruption would really impact my present tasks, then I will inform my supervisor way ahead of time so we can work closely to keep the completion as close as possible with the original target date. We were faced with a challenging event one time in the Children's Activity Center. We have been overbooked by 100 children, and there was no other venue in the hotel that we could accommodate them. Although I knew that we are supposed to accommodate everyone as stated in our center's policy, I had to at least try to propose something to allow those children to enjoy the facilities. I put a proposal forward on splitting the group into half, where the first half is scheduled to use the children's venue in the morning and the other half in the afternoon. The proposal was rejected, but they agreed to the idea that we can turn one side of the side lawn into a children's playground, only for that particular event. We split the children between indoor and outdoor games, taking turns in the morning and afternoon.
Those are our 5 examples on behavioral interview questions and answers. And at this point, I believe mas maganda din na ipaalala sa lahat na meron tayong video on the nonverbal communications that you should be sending your interviewers on the day of your interview. You will find this in one of the end cards, so click on that and enjoy the video. I hope that you find this video helpful. Thank you for having me on your screens today. Once again, this is Dela Cruz of Hosted by Tina. Ta-da!